All right, so the crypto market right now is actually at a very interesting turning point. We've got Bitcoin pushing back up towards 80k, massive geopolitical tension involving Iran, and some seriously wild development behind the scenes that almost no one is actually talking about. So today, we're going to break down the biggest stories right now and explain exactly what's going on and, more importantly, what this could mean for the market. So stay to the end so you don't miss out on what happens. Now let's start with the biggest macro story today, Iran and crypto. So what's actually happening is that a recent investigation revealed that Iran's largest crypto exchange, Evedex, has processed billions of transactions. Now, including funds actually tied to sanctioned entities like the IRGC. Now, at the same time, a major figure called Babak Zanjani, who was previously sentenced to death, is now reportedly back in the game. So what he's doing is running crypto exchanges that have processed tens of billions of dollars. Now, this is actually very, very important because crypto is increasingly being used as a sanctions workaround system, and now governments are paying very close attention to this, and it's blurring the line between finance, geopolitics, and blockchain. So, to top all this off, tensions in the Middle East are escalating again, with incidents involving oil routes and military activity shaking global markets. Now, crypto is actually no longer just, some kind of tech story. It's now actually a part of a global power dynamic, which sounds scary by itself. Now let's talk about the thing that everyone is currently watching, Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin has surged back up to 80k, hitting multiple month highs. So the question we all have is, what is actually driving this? We're seeing these geopolitical tensions rising, things are getting worse, but Bitcoin is still coming up hard. Now, we have actually got a mix of things. So we've got the improved sentiment around the possible Iran de-escalation. So it's slightly like, one day we get it, one day we get more conflict. It's kind of mixed right now. But then also we have a huge short liquidation. So we've got over $270 million that have been wiped out, and a renewed institutional interest, which is positive, obviously, for Bitcoin. Now, what's interesting is that Bitcoin isn't going up despite these global tensions. It's actually reacting to it very well. So we've seen price drop when conflict escalates and then spike when peace talks or stability improves. So right now, everything is kind of news driven within the markets. So for example, we had earlier strikes caused Bitcoin to drop sharply with massive liquidations. And now even small signs of stability are pushing it higher again. So what this means is that Bitcoin is now behaving like a macro asset. It's tied to oil, inflation, geopolitics, as you know. And it's not just a crypto, and it's not just crypto native hype anymore. But the important thing is that even with this rally, Bitcoin is way below its previous all-time highs, and analysts are saying the broader crypto winter might not be over yet. Now, this one is kind of under the radar, so what we've got going on is that there's a growing trend of crypto being used in real-world conflict scenarios. Now, so we've already seen Iran potentially asking for payments in crypto for oil transport. Then we have also had scammers exploiting war zones by demanding crypto payments from ships. And then finally, the governments seizing hundreds of millions in crypto tied to Iran. Now, what does this actually tell us? So it tells us that crypto is becoming embedded in global trade and conflict, but also opening the door to new risks, scams, and regulation. So with new things, we also have the cons. So from a market perspective, this actually does create uncertainty because prices are volatile, traders are obviously cautious, and the market is reacting heavily to news headlines. So right now, when we zoom out, crypto is currently being shaped by three big forces. So geopolitics, especially Iran, institutional money, and macro trends. And then finally, the real world adoption, both good and bad. Now, honestly, this is what a maturing market actually looks like. So it's no longer about these memes or hype cycles. It's about global economics, power, and real use cases. Now, if you guys want updates like this, real breakdowns, no fluff, make sure to subscribe and I'll keep you ahead of what's actually moving the market. Now, before you go, make sure you check out Evedex in the description below, which is a fully decentralized platform where you can trade. Now, you can also watch me trade on the lives, so feel free to join the next upcoming sessions. So as always, hit that like button as well, it will be greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.